Well, there are long queues as well outside the Johannesburg municipal offices as traders await their permits. Government last week relaxing restrictions on informal food trading since the lockdown began. This was in line, of course, with this. The City of Joburg is issuing those temporary permits to informal food traders as well. Let's cross on over now to Maageketla Mohlabe, who is out in Johannesburg, to perhaps get a sense then of how exactly things are faring. Are people getting through Maageketla? How big are these queues? And whether there are many who are successful then in getting these permits.
Yeah, well, good day to you, Arabile. It's scramble for queues here. And as you can see, many people coming into Johannesburg to really get those permits in order for them to resume business. And of course, a message by the City of Johannesburg is that if you do not have any paperwork from them, you're not going to be able to do business. But we will definitely try to speak to those that actually got those paperwork just a couple of moments ago, Arabile. But in terms of social distancing, because it's a lot of people, and I think that's very important. On the ground here, I don't know if you can see that there are tapes 1 meter away to make sure that the people that are in the queues are actually given attention in as far as social distancing is concerned. And that's what they've been doing since the morning here. But then coming up here, this is where they would normally get their permits. This is exactly where they get their permits. They have to produce the documentation, things like your IDs, and of course, I suppose the proof that you have been trading in the City of Johannesburg. From there, then they will pass by here. And I will speak to one of the informal traders here who has just gotten his permit. I'm very
happy ukuthi ngithole le permit ngoba ngine 1.5 week ngasebenza. Sokuzonginceda lokuthi ngithole imali yokudla. Jabula kakhulu into yezo government.
Yeah. All right, yo go thusha byang ntate ka gore ra go shisha gore o dependa go yona permit e gore o kgone tšwela pele ka moshomo wa gago. Nka gore tlhaloshetša gore moshomo o dirang wa go rekisha o le thusha byang ka lapeng.
Sibhadala amarenti, sithengela abantwana ukudla, siyagibela kuyo, akuzukufana ukuhlala endlini. Yeah.
Jane ba re le dule ko ntlong ntate ka gore go ne le lockdown a kere re a tseba gore coronavirus e fitlhile South Africa ba re le dule ko gae ne go le bothata gore le dule ko gae bjale ka batho ba le gore le rekisha mo mebileng.
Yebo kunzima impela sihlalile of 13 days endlini. Siphuma namhlanje sizofuna nje ama permit today. Zange siphume total. Yeah.
All right. And of course, Arabile say one of the informal traders saying that this is the only source of income. They depend on this to support their families. They depend on this to make some money in order to continue with their lives. But let's just try and bring one of them again, Arabile, just to get a sense of how she's feeling after getting her permit.
Oh, mansuka la emsebenzini eClip Town niyosebenza. Ngoba bese siwari ngempela singazi ukuthi sosebenza kanjani. Sicakekile nabantwana ngoba sisebenza abantwana bafunda ngayo lento. So sijabule kakhulu masithola ama permit ukuthi sikhona ukwenza lokho kuncane sikhona ukusupporta imizi yethu ngayo. Oh, siyambonga uhulumeni wabona. Siyambonga kakhulu ngoba asisebenza amadoda wasebenzi abantwana basema university bafunda ngale imali. So siyabonga ukuthola permission ukuthi sisebenze sizokhona ukusupporta imizi yethu siyabonga.
Na go le thata byang mama ka gore a kere be le dutse ko gae le sa kgone go rekisha ko mebileng ne go le bothata byang gore le dule ka gae le sa rekishi le gore le kgona go kwishisha gore ke lockdown go na le melao ye le gore ba e beile.
hayi besikhona ukuzwisisa sikhonile ukuhlala 1 week nyana mara after isinkwa singekho hayi kwabanzima kakhulu kodwa manje saqala ukutshontsha sihamba ngamasayithi siyifihla sikhahlela ngamasotsha senziwa yonke lento and then siyabonga kuloyile SABC wayosicelela ukuthi at least kube nendlela yokuthi sisebenza ngoba namanje sisuka khona emsebenzini sesivalisiwe laphayana ngamasotsha namaphoyisa bekunzima kakhulu singakhona ukuzwisisa kodwa ekseni bese sizamile indlela yokuthi abantwana baze kuzofolela le ma-permit so siyabonga ukuthi siwatholile ama-permit kakhulu
Absolutely. Thanks so much. Yes, Arabile, of course, saying that it was difficult to really continue with business under the lockdown. And of course, this was before these regulations were relaxed. You would recall, Arabile, these regulations were relaxed on Thursday by Dr. Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma, Culture Minister, saying that those that sell food can then go back to continue selling. But of course, as one of the traders just left us now, saying that it was really difficult under those circumstances where they had to actually fight with police in the street in order to continue selling. But of course, she understands that they were breaking these lockdown rules. No one was allowed to really be in the street. But since she got this permit, she will definitely have to go back and continue supporting her family, saying that some of her children are in university and she uses the same money that she gets from selling in the streets to actually support her family. And this is actually the same similar sentiment that we have been getting throughout the morning here, Arabile, from many of these informal traders that are queuing up to really get these permits here in order to resume business.
Maageketla, thank you so much for that. Live reporting, of course, just outside in the city center here as we try to get those permits then to informal traders. Government now issuing those permits officially, really trying to help as many people as possible. The concerns really just around social distancing, keeping clean as much as possible. It's not just about those permits and allowing people to be able to, of course, trade and continue their livelihoods as best as possible. But let's remember that the necessity then of getting them to be safe as they do so is also very, very critical. So the important factor from here will be what exactly is being done to keep them